All right, we've got some breaking news just into CBS News that we want to share with you. We want to take you now to Molenbeek, Belgium. This is the area that the suspected terrorists in the Paris attacks of November the 13th of last year, Salah Abdeslam, is believed to have come from. And just moments ago, according to a reporter for RTL TV1, which is the Belgian station there, police, special forces police there, you see them on the ground there, raided several locations in this neighborhood. During the raid, there was a man who was seen fleeing from the building. Police opened fire on that man. According to the reporter, the man fell to the ground. There were a lot of shots that were fired and then rang out. And now the situation, according to this reporter, seems to have calmed down. But police are still going into these various buildings in the Molenbeek area, looking for whatever information that they can glean to give them some insights into those horrific terror attacks in Paris back in November. Now, this all started earlier this week when fingerprints of Salah Abdeslam were discovered in another area within Brussels, but not in the Molenbeek area, in another area known as the Forest area. Police believe that his fingerprints were there. They're not exactly sure when he might have left those fingerprints, but that then led them to this neighborhood, back to Molenbeek, where Salah Abdeslam was pretty much raised for most of his life. That is a wanted poster that the Belgian authorities have put out there. It just essentially says, if you have any information with regards to Abdeslam, please to contact the number that they have listed there, and it gives some information as to his appearance. This is the man who many officials believe was primarily responsible for those attacks back in November, if you recall, where 130 people were killed at various locations in Paris. This man was able to flee the scene, and police have been searching for him ever since November the 13th. Again, this information just coming into us here at CBS News, very, very fluid. There you see the reporter. So I'm told from our control room that the Prime Minister of Belgium received a phone call about the situation that is actually unfolding at this very moment there. And there is the Prime Minister, getting the phone call there and clearly rushing into his vehicle because of these police operations that are underway. Again, a dozen gunshots rang out, including flashbang grenades, noise grenades that they usually use when they want to enter into a building, into a location. They use those flashbangs to clear the room. A shootout occurred with the special forces of the police as a person tried to escape or run away from the raid. That person was found lying in the street. The area has now been cordoned off. There are ambulances and fire trucks in addition to the special forces police on the ground there. We're going to continue to monitor exactly what is happening there. But for now, according to the reporter from RTL TV1, things have, for the moment, calmed down. But there are still, you can see lots of crowds of people gathered around in this area. I've been to Molenbeek. I'm not sure. I can't tell from the pictures that we're seeing if this is the same building that we visited. But in our time in Molenbeek, the apartment where Salah Abdeslam lived is not very, very far from what many people would call the town hall in the United States, where the mayor, the burgomaster of Molenbeek works. Less than 200 yards away from her office is the apartment of his family. So I can't tell from these shots if that is the area where these raids are being conducted. But it is in the Molenbeek area, and that is the area where many law enforcement officials believe these suspects came from and lived. This area has in the past provided or has been considered an area where some of the people who are responsible for the attacks that we've seen in Paris and even before that have come from. So that is the information coming out of Molenbeek in Belgium. I'm just wanted to listen into what this reporter is saying and relay that back to you. But I think for now, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to continue to monitor the situation there. And as we get more information, we'll share it with you right here on CBSN.